you could compound the value of everything you've already created, add more value instantly, and stand out from your competitors. AI isn't coming, it's already here. The gap between those who adapt now and those who wait, it's about to get massive. And if you wait until the dust settles, you'll be stepping into a market that's already moved on without you. And it's not just about marketing, it's about how you deliver results. Now, I want to give you an example of what this might look like for your business. Now, what client delivery looks like now, I'm using some offer training, offer design and training that I have done in the past, where this is like the sequence of the training. So number one, the clients would be shown how to do what I call an offer treasure hunt, which is basically go and find offers that are similar to the type of thing that you want to sell in the market. Go and find them, and the clients, they would be given guidelines and they would have to go and find offers. Then what they would do is they would then create, using the playbooks and the videos and all the resources that I would share with them, they would then go and create an offer of their own. They would email me the offer, I would take a look, and then we would do live training sessions. And those live training sessions probably would go through their offer, but would also go over all the training again, would go over how to create the offers. And really the time it takes is, the emphasis is kind of 50% on 80% on the trainer, on me, and 20% on kind of using the assets that are available. And the challenges with this is that members dig through hours of training to find answers. So they've got to find the answers to whatever question they have, and that can take a lot of time to find the answers. If they find the answers, and they probably won't look that hard, they probably have less. People just have less patience right now with any video. We've seen so much video. We want what we want to know right now. We don't want to have to go through endless videos. And great content can get lost or forgotten in all that training. New members, when you go online, you go onto a training site and there's loads of content and it's valuable, but you're just like, oh, I really don't know where to start. Members get sort of overwhelmed with that. The client's ability to complete tasks often requires rounds of feedback. So it's not just one round of feedback. They want to get feedback, go and implement it, get feedback again, go and implement it, get feedback again, go and implement it, right? And the high level coaching, the time that's spent with you or your trainers or your team, that high level time is spent not only on kind of high touch, high value stuff, but also on sort of normal implementation stuff as well. So it takes the time away from the high value stuff that you can provide for them. And if you've done kind of training, you know that there's like repetitive questions that get eaten into the live sessions, especially if you're training in a group. So lots of the same stuff gets done over and over and over again. And the value of the library, all that asset, all those videos, everything that you've got is really under leveraged. And most members, I think, if you looked at the stuff, I always look at the stuff most members are not using anything like what is available to them. So that's kind of what client delivery looks now as a trainer, as a coach, as a consultant. You've got all this content, you've got this sequence of steps, you've got a system that you want people to follow so you can get them the outcome and the results they get. And 80% of the emphasis is on you and your time or your team's time, 20% of the online training time, 20% of the online training is done online. So let's have a look at what AI integrated training can look like. So to use the same example, offer treasure hunt, offer creation, email offer review, live training session. So in an AI integrated training, The first step for the clients in this training is that they go and do the offer treasure hunt using AI. Now, what that actually means is that we have modeled all the processes, all the analysis. We've done all the work for them. So actually, instead of taking a few days to work through all their stuff, the AI just does it in like minutes. I mean, half an hour. I mean, if you had to spend an hour doing it, then you know that would be a stretch. So step one, the offer treasure hunt AI. The AI is getting all the information and modeling what is converting in the market in this case, what the patterns, what is missing, where you can position your offer. It gives you so much more information. It gives you more information than if I did it for you. So that's step one. Step two is offer creation with the playbook. So again, using AI to create the offer, modeling the playbook sequences, modeling the processes, and sort of adding in other content where necessary. So that's step two. Step three, the offer OS, is actually the client is able to run through the OS and get feedback on the offer that they created in this case, right? And what that means is there are endless amounts of feedback loops where they can run their offer through the AI, and the AI has modeled all the feedback so that it gives feedback tailored to the training that you would give like one to one, but it's modeled in AI so that your clients can go in and get that interaction, get that feedback, leverage all the assets and all the knowledge that you can share with them, but it's done in an AI environment where the AI gives them all that feedback. So in this case, clients can repeat the offer over and over and over again. Step four is client simulation. Now, I really like this step because again, it enables your audience, your clients, to run simulations of whatever your training is. So in this case, it's like offer creation and pitching and presenting offers to clients. And you can use AI to simulate that interaction, and you can model it in a way that, present this offer to a client who's ready to buy, present this offer whose client who to a client that is like not technically doesn't understand technical language. What are the questions that come up? Or present this to a client who is resistant to these types of offers, or present this to clients who are looking at numerous different options. And what it does is it simulates the answers back. So again, the audience who's using this, the clients who are using this simulation, can run their offer, get feedback, update the offer, and run it again and again and again. So what they're doing is, in this example, they are they're doing their offer creation in a very, very in-depth way without having to actually do much of the work themselves, which is awesome. And obviously there is a human element to this. It's not automatically done. They have to add their whatever it is that makes their offer amazing, personalized to them. But it gives them, it does 80, I always talk about 80% of the work is done by AI. Now, what that means to you as a trainer is that by the time the audience gets to you in a live training interaction, whether that's in a workshop, whether that's on a one-on-one call, whether that is in a room full of people, whatever that environment is, they've already iterated through the training in a very personalized and tailored way that enables them to get to that meeting having done 80% of the system, of the work, of the sequence that they need to get through in whatever it is you're training. So by the time they get time with you in the room, that is really high touch, high value interaction and training time, and using your level of expertise in a way that really benefits them in the time that they have. And you're not kind of fixing things that could have been fixed if the training was set up in a way that would be beneficial, that easily found for the user. So I like to think of it like flipping the 80-20 around, right? So client what client delivery looks like now, perhaps for you, is that there are key steps that you want your clients to do, and then they get into the live training environment. Chances are many times they haven't done as much as you'd like them to, or they haven't got as far as they could because they had questions, or they're overwhelmed, or the coaching time spent, they just didn't find what they were looking for. So by the time they get into that live training session, they're asking that they have lots of questions that could have easily been answered through an online training environment. So 20% of the work is done online, 80% is done in expert time. And what AI integrated training can look like in this example of offer creation is offer treasure competitive analysis. Treasure hunt is done automatically by the AI, really fast, really easy, makes the client experience incredibly detailed and efficient and comprehensive. It really is amazing. They then go and create the offer with the AI. They run the offer through the Offer OS feedback loop so that they can get really accurate model feedback to their offers. They get client simulation. By the time that offer is emailed to you, to me as the trainer, that live training session is so much more valuable to the client and is so much better for me because I'm not having to deliver loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of content. And so it flips the 80-20. So 80% is the interactive training time and 20% is the expert time. Not only is 80% of the training time online in the AI environment, but it's really enhanced. It's sped up, it's made easier, the client experience is much better. So this is what it could look like. And if whatever offer, if you have training material, hours of training material, videos, documents, whatever you've got, recordings with client consultations, whatever you've got, you can also set this kind of sequence up, this system, and integrate it into how you deliver what you deliver, the value you deliver to your clients. So why does this matter now? First Movers are setting a new standard for training delivery, and it becomes something clients will expect to see, right? Everyone will be like, oh, don't you have an AI, blah, 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 blah. AI unlocks the full value of the years of training tools and resources you've already created without you having to film or write anything new. Don't have to, you can update the content, use the content that you've got and really compound the value of it. Members get faster wins, clients get faster wins, higher retention, more referrals, easier upsells. The experience, I always think about the client experience is so much better. Live coaching time is freed up for high touch, high value transformation. That's what I love about it. And in a market full of content, this is one of the fastest ways to stand out and add instant, tangible value. So that really is how to look at using AI as an integrated version of what you do in your coaching, consulting, training company in a way that really leverages everything that you've got already, all the years that you put in, all the stuff that you've got, and compounds that user experience, that client experience, so that you spend your time, the 20% of your time is really spent on adding high value, high touch experience with your clients. So if you're interested in seeing exactly how this could work in your business, unlocking the value of all the training you've already built, just send me a quick message and we'll set something up. You can comment, click link, wherever this is, you're watching it. And I look forward to talking with you really soon.